barbecue in a bit. But today, we're going to be cooking some moose knuckle chicken. He told me about this amazing recipe. And just make sure that this is.
You took my phone.
Yeah, it's in my pocket, huh?
Why would have you taken mine?
I don't know. I accidentally grabbed yours. Okay.
Here's yours.
No, I don't want them.
You don't want any more?
No, I don't want any more. I've had enough.
Okay. I'm going.
I'm on light.
You want to come? Come on, Theodore. You want to come? Are you watching her? Are you watching Theodore?
She's fine.
Keep an eye on her. Don't all over.
Okay. So anyway, let me tell you about this grill here. And by the way, no, I am not reading chat. There's a reason for it, a couple of reasons. I don't have my glasses. And it's going to be too hard to cook and pay attention to that. And let's see that cool out. So anyway, let me spin this camera around where I can see what I'm on in here. Can I reverse this lens while I'm live streaming? I wish I had my glasses out here, but I don't. I don't see on my phone where I can reverse it. Anyway, let's see here. My wife's cousin ran into some hard times, and he needed to store this. So we told him we'd store it for him. And the chicken, where's the head? Right here. So this is Moose Knuckle's secret recipe, guys. Secret recipe. Matter of fact, I one-upped him on this secret recipe. Now, he told me the whole secret recipe was, pickle juice. But I one-upped him. I went above and beyond pickle juice. You ever buy those jars of pickled jalapeno peppers? You know what I'm talking about, the stuff that tastes so good on pizza. Well, I poured the juice of that on in here, and I think that's going to make it amazing. As long as the rain holds off, which it's not supposed to rain today. But anyway, yeah, the smoker is a smoker barbecuer. It's an Oklahoma Joe smoker. Pretty heavy still. It's it's probably an 1/8 of an inch thick, it looks like. It's a lot heavier than my other one. This has the gas hookup and all that good stuff. I thought about doing this with the gas instead of the briquettes, but what the heck. I'm gonna get this grill moved on there and get it sterilizing. Some vents opened up on here. There you go. Actually, I'll really let the air get in there. to that path. Sorry, I can't read the chat, guys. I don't have my glasses, and this was not a planned event. But I figured you guys needed some comedy. Y'all needed to see me cook. Why is it I keep on feeling my head's cut out here? That high enough? We'll get it more like this here. Now I guarantee you this is going to turn out a heck of a lot better. Oh wait, I'm going to be cooking in this one. I need to turn it back to that one. Just because that one's open doesn't mean I'm going to be cooking that one. Anyway, I guarantee it, this is going to taste a whole lot better than Noodles Pizza. Yeah, good enough, I guess. I started the phone in the portrait mode instead of landscape mode, and it doesn't want me to switch back and forth while it's live. Okay, this is getting up to looks like about 350 degrees in there already. Wow. Did I grab some tongs for these chickens? What, you think you're going to get some chicken, huh? Do you think you're going to get some chicken, huh, baby girl? You think you're going to get some of this? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I want to get it good and hot in there. Make sure those coals are good and white, and I get past that lighter fluid smell. I normally don't use lighter fluid, but wanted to get it started in a hurry this time. Now, noodles. You know, I wish you had a barbecuer like this here. I know that Noodles had a barbecuer like this here, but I'm simply the best. And not all of us can have the best noodles, you know. I mean, I don't live in a pathetic city or a pathetic state. I live in a beautiful state, out in the beautiful country. Very few neighbors around me. I have the best cooking utensils. I have the best life. You don't even have a wife. Oh, yeah. You're settling for some attractive city slicker from up in Portland. Like, that's supposed to make me jealous. Let's see here. What's the temperature like in there? They're turning white. But it still has that smell to it that's not quite right yet. That lighter fluid smell. Now, when I said I'm cooking up Moose Knuckle's secret recipe, we're not talking about his sushi chicken that he cooked. I ain't doing a sushi chicken. No siree. I tried that sushi chicken one time, and I'm not going to tell you about how that went. I think Noodles knows very well how that goes. He seems to have that problem quite often. Kind of sucks to only be able to afford to go out to fast foods and get the Hershey squirts all the time from all that fast food that he eats. Yeah, I do have a lot of empathy for that guy. He's such a hard worker, and that's all he can afford. I'm getting anxious to throw this chicken on, though. I think he said that he used some seasonings on it. I know that there's enough salt and vinegar and stuff in this brine that I didn't need to worry about adding salt. I usually don't add seasonings myself to it. So I'm just going to cook it up and wolf it down like a caveman. Come on, burn, baby, burn. That happened. Yeah, I'm not going to turkey tires, the lighter fluid now. We'll go ahead and start dropping this chicken on in. Chicken wings. Well, I don't think it's hot enough. I might end up having to fire up the gas grill. See, this is the first time I've used this. I might have to fire up the gas grill to get the sear on it. Let me get this out of the way. Drop down in here. Well, he's never used this wood part of the smoker before, and that's going to be my very favorite part of it. Got electric ignition on it. Hopefully that's working. If not, we'll light it with the lighter. I got a little sticker on my finger that I've been trying to get out. I can't see it, but I can sure feel it. Doesn't hurt, it's just annoying. Electric igniter work. Okay. We're going to get some heat on in here first of all. And well, I'm just going to sear it on that side just to make sure first. Yeah, it's not really working up a sear on here. This won't be a bad toy though. Oh, I really wish I could read the chat, but like I said, I ain't got the glasses. Now I know what some of y'all thinking. He's going to cremate it. I hope you're wrong. But I've done it before. But I do want my chickens dead when I eat them. And this thing's got steel wheels and everything. Not cheap flimsy wheels. I mean, these suckers are heavy duty steel wheels. Well, let's get a sear on this. Ooh, let's get out back there. What, Rita? What, girl? Well, come here. That's your daddy, good girl. And you know you're going to get the good munchies tonight, huh? You know you get to eat the chicken bones. She says, I get the chicken bones. I get the chicken bones. After I cook them really good for her, I take the chicken bones, and she won't actually eat them tonight. I cook them down to where they crunch up really easy. And I don't want anything lodging, getting stuck in her throat or stabbing her. So I cook them down where they're really brittle and they're really easy to chomp up. And give them to her as treats. Oh, that one back there is getting a little bit of flame. Yeah, like after Thanksgiving dinner, we take the whole carcass and pressure cook pressure can the carcass all up for her, and then add that to her doggy food, to her dry food, so she gets all that turkey broth and the bones on in there. She's such a spoiled girl, aren't you? You're such a spoiled girl. And ever since she got hit by the car, she does not leave the property at all. She hears them barking at the doggy park across the way. She never tries to go down there anymore. Then a few times, I wonder where the heck she was. She likes going up on the hills this way instead of down to the doggy park now. There's a stray cat that's hanging around, and boy, I tell you what, that cat is living dangerous, if you know what I mean. But it's been hanging around, so she likes to go after that. I think she's trying to bring me lunch. And ever since a certain individual is not living on the property anymore, we haven't had any problems with skunks anymore, so she hasn't been sprayed for a long time. Now, he had a couple of outdoor cats that he was feeding. And I think that's what was bringing the skunks in before. It was him feeding the cats here. It was drawing the skunks on in. Let's get a nice here to it. Yeah. I want to move some of these on over to that side, because that side's really putting the sear on out over there to it. I think these two here, I'm just going to, don't those look pretty? I'm going to go ahead and get them moved on over here. Put them on the outer edges. Yeah, not having. I like skunks. I really do. I don't want. I don't want them ran off the place or anything. I just don't like the abundance of skunks that we had here for a while, where she was constantly going after them and getting sprayed. I need to bring myself a cup of coffee over here. Right now, I am uploading a video that I'm going to be releasing this evening on. I'm just going to premiere it. It's it's a little over an hour long, but it's one of my SketchUp videos again. Kind of boring, but I thought I'd just put it on Premiere so we could do chat on in there this evening. So keep an eye out for it. Y'all can poke fun at me with a sketch of how slow and stupid I am with it and how boring it is. Let's check these. I didn't even bring a plate on over here to throw them on to take them back to the house with. Now, if you wonder why this thing's clear over here and my house is way over there, this is where they dropped it off at. And that's pretty heavy to be moving, and it hasn't been the best weather to moving things around yet. What kind of fear we got there? That's good enough on that one. Yep, that one looks good. Whoa! Ah! We'll just scrape that off. Ooh, it's hot. I got a mat that I've been wiping my feet on. It should be all right, huh? Okay. One more to finish the sear on, and then we'll have it slow cooking over here for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes till it's done. it looks like. It is getting there. We'll give it a few more minutes. You're saying, feed me now, Seymour, feed me now. I tell you what, she sure is a good dog. Good watchdog, too. And she's a pretty good judge of character. I won't tell you, as a watchdog, what she's done for us. But she is a good watchdog. A little bit aggressive when we're not here, if she doesn't know the people. But not to the point where she goes and bites them or anything else. She hasn't bit anybody yet, but she's kept them at bay. Lots of doggy collar. She's been wearing a harness, but took that off of her yesterday, and I forgot to put her harness back on today. With the collar, I got to find out where it's at in the house. I threw it off in the corner somewhere, apparently. And it's the one with the tags with the shots and everything on it. Yeah, I would say that's good. And I'll leave that open for our work table. Throw the chicken over on this side to let it cool. And then if I got to go get a plate or something, I can protect it from the dog while I run to the house if I need to. Just running around 350. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this hip getting better. I'm starting to be able to walk on the hip somewhat. Just today it started getting a little bit better, but I got brucitis or something in this hip. I haven't got to the doctor for it or anything. But I was actually walking around here in using the walker for a few days. It was pretty painful. But as soon as it's a little bit back into better shape where I can do a little bit more walking and stay on my legs a little bit more often, a little bit longer. I want to fire up that sawmill. I got all those camps cut in, ready to cut into 1x6 fencing for a guy that I started before Fajita got hit. And then for a couple months, I had to babysit her so she didn't get up and run around. And then by the time that was done, the people I was cutting the fence for, they had a couple of family emergencies and had to leave the state to be with their son for over a couple of things I won't get into. It wasn't drugs or nothing like that. It wasn't no criminal violence or nothing like that. But they had a little bit of a mishaps that happened, and so they were gone for a little while. So their fence got put on the back burner. And now the weather, they're telling me that, well, we're not going to be building that fence in this rain out here. But I do want to get that finished, getting those boards cut on up for them. So in the spring, when the weather does turn, they'll have them all ready for them. And then my next goal after I get that done is, I think I showed a little bit on the sketch up what I was doing for a wood process. And now you see what I'm doing for cutting my firewood on up. I'm going to build something that's more permanent, a little bit more stout, that won't fall over at the drop of a hat. Get it more situated, better situated for loading the logs on, cutting them, splitting them. And I got this conveyor belt up over here. I think what I'll end up doing is just set that conveyor belt up right by the wood splitter. So it'll go up into that, and it'll dump a great big, huge pile. And then maybe next fall, I can get to building a small pole barn that will sit over that stack with the conveyor still reaching on in there. So when I cut it and split it, it'll just dump on in there. I won't stack it in there until I go grab the tractor and load up bucketfuls and take it over and stack it in the woodshed. Thinking about something like that. Anything that can keep the wood cutting to make it easier for me, because I'm a lazy man. I don't like to do things the hard way. I'd rather not do it at all. Probably old Robert and Moose is probably on out there yelling, "Hey, it's done! It's done! You're going to cremate it." But no, it's not. It's not done yet. Oh shit! Something down this hole. Not done yet, but it is greasy. Do what my wife loves me to do: wipe my greasy fingers on my sweatpants. Then she can clean them. My girl. What? You thought I was going to have that chicken ready to eat? Not quite sure what this is for. Is this for picking up the grill when it's hot? It must be. I'm going to guess that's what these are for, is when it's hot. Well, it doesn't. Maybe pick it up from this here. Must be what it's for. Let's see here. Yeah, that must be what it's for. Huh. Never had one of those before. That's pretty handy. It's so funny. Outside with her and Stir Fry. When they're outside, she's the boss. Stir Fry tries to boss her around, but she just bowls Stir Fry right on over. Gets out her, pounces on her, roughhouses with her very bad. Won't let Stir Fry anywhere near me when we're outside. But as soon as we get in the house, she is petrified of Stir Fry. And she gets whining and crying with stir fries in between me and her. She cries and so pathetic that I can't get to you, Daddy. I can't get to you. Stir fries in the way, and she just is such a coward when she's in the house with stir fries. Her whines and cries are so pathetic. Isn't that right, girl? You're so afraid of her when they're in the house. Oh yeah, I mean when they're in the house, if if she approaches anywhere near me, stir fry jumps up and starts growling, and she gets too close, she'll jump up and nip her. Yeah, I really felt sorry for Noodles. He went in the store last night, I think it was, and like, what was it, $8 or $10 for a little tiny dinky chicken. About as much meat as I got on these four wings. It was $8 or $10 for a rotisserie cooked chicken. Uh, how pathetic! Those chickens were probably that he was eating was probably raised in China. We know what they do with their food over there. It's I'd much rather drop the food on the ground and pick it up and eat it than eat something that came from China. I mean, I feel so sorry for him. But hey, it made me feel good seeing him how much he enjoyed that meal. As pathetic as it was, it gave me great joy watching him enjoy it so much. He was so grateful to be able to get food in his stomach, and I thought that was pretty cool. When a person's hungry, it's really cool seeing the satisfaction that a hungry child gets when you fill their stomach. And that's what I felt like when I see Noodles eat. Some of you watching, if you don't know who Noodles 1980 is, he has like four different channels. There's people always picking on him and getting him strikes, and he ends up having to start live streaming on another channel until that strike passed. But I don't know what it is, why people pick on Noodles so much. I don't know, maybe because it's just so fun. Now, just to be talking anyway, he drew a picture of Michelle, and if you don't know who Michelle Marie Delaney is, um, if somebody wants to post a link on in here, they can. Um, I can't even say the word. She was born with both sex organs. She was born a man and a woman at the same time. Anyway, she's had a corrective surgery. She's fully female now. Um, and Noodles, he is quite the artist. He is a big. I know that I cannot draw a human face that would resemble somebody that you would recognize. I mean, I can have a picture right in front of me, and I can draw a face, but there ain't no way that there's going to be any resemblance of the person that I'm drawing. And Noodles has the talent that he can do that. And he drew a picture of Michelle Marie Delaney, and the drawing was quite good, but I got the eyes rolled up into the back of her top of her head, which maybe that could be she's even thought she's using her magical powers because she is the North American Snow Queen. Um, Possibly okay, you could justify that part of it, but the colors of her face, he made her look like just the coloring of the face, not the rest of the picture. I'm just talking about the color of the face. Makes her look so manly. Makes it look like she has a 5 o'clock shadow. Outside of that, it's a really good drawing, but the face, the colors was not right. Um, so I just wanted to say that because it's hard for me to get all the stuff out when Noodles asked me why I don't like it. Well, now I can express it here. So Noodles, if you see this, now you know why I don't like it. The colors of the face, just makes it's more of a man's color that's been working out in the hard sun, and get a 5 o'clock shadow in this and a dark suntan and stuff. It just doesn't quite look right. But Noodles is right when it comes down to it's all in the eyes of the beholder, all in the eyes of the artist. And the artist draws what they see. So I will give them that. Fire hot. Who would have thought the fire would be hot? That's still done. Ooh, yikes, that's another one down there. Ooh, that fire's hot. Oh, damn. I'm gonna let these two cool for a bit because I know they're too hot for me to sink my gums into right now. But I'm looking forward to giving those a taste test. We'll turn this camera a little bit more. Make sure y'all can see me when I do the taste test. I didn't even look to see if there was still comments going. I see a few comments. I don't know how old they are. Can't tell who they are. What girl? What girl? What girl? Oh, you love your daddy. Yes, you love your daddy. Yes, you do. Yeah, next time I'll do this. I'll bring my other tablet or something on my glasses so I can read the chat when I'm sitting here. But hey, it's a long ways across the yard. I didn't feel like going all the way back over to get the stuff. Especially when I wanted to try cooking this and eating it. You think I want to give you some of this chicken now, don't you? Do you think I want to give you some of this chicken? You're going to have to wait to see if I like it or not. That will determine how much you get. Now, stay down. Stay down. Come on here. Cause a hooking up on my poncho. Cool enough to... we'll let it cool a minute more. No. 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 Now, this dog here is much better than Noodles' dog. Noodles, he has these little terriers, or I don't know, little mutts, and they poop on his floor for him to step in. And they're old enough to know better. They poop on his floor, and they jump up on his table, literally jump up on his table and pee on his table. My dog, she used to poop and pee on the floor when she was a puppy. She doesn't anymore. She doesn't poop and pee in the house. She's well trained, and she loves her daddy, so she doesn't. She knows that she's not supposed to poop and pee in the house. She's well trained. Well, let's see here. Is this going to be? Ooh, it's still pretty hot. I want to let it down a little bit more. It's still too hot. I have a feeling these here are all done. Let them all cool off. Okay. And this here, where can I put it without it burning or sticking in this little box here until that's all out? Ah, nice warm heat. What? You are such a beggar. You are such a beggar, aren't you? You are such a beggar. I gotta try. I don't care if it is hot. No. I gotta try a bite. Ooh, it's hot though. That's some excellent chicken, you guys. This chicken here, I didn't tell you guys. I pulled it out like 4 months ago and put it in the garage on out there, marinating in the pickle juice for 4 months. And man, oh boy, it's so good. Hey, no, it is so good. Boy, I tell you what, it marinated up nicely. Ah, so good. Ooh, it's juicy too. Ooh, hot. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. It does it. That pickle juice ah, gives it a nice flavor. Boy, it's hot. Mm. It gives it a different flavor. But like I said, I put some pickled jalapeno pepper juice in it too. And between the two, this is excellent. I will definitely be doing this again. Now, it's not that I have pickle juice very often to marinate with because mm, mm, because I tend to usually drink the pickle juice. No, girl, no. I usually drink the pickle juice. I've done that my whole life, and it when you wake up in the morning with cosmo, like if especially if you're a smoker, you'll know what I mean. You go to bed after smoking a cigarette, and maybe after, especially after you drank some milk, and you wake up in the middle of the night or early in the next morning, and you have the worst cod throat. ever. Mm. Pickle juice will cut that, and it cuts it fast. It's really good. Even if you don't like pickle throat, but you're desperate to get rid of that cotton throat early in the morning, take a swig of pickle juice. Mm. I don't dare let you have the bones, girl. Those aren't cooked enough for you to eat those comfortably. I gotta cook them down before I can give them to you, girl. That's not even really worth it. Can I give her that? I want to try that. I'll have to watch it close. Mm. Hot, 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 hot. Nope. Mm. Boy, you guys, you gotta try marinating your chicken in pickle juice. It is excellent. It definitely changes the flavor, and for the good. It's hot to the touch. That meat in here is piping hot, and it's burning my fingers. Mm. Guys, you don't know what you're missing. Noodles, I mean, noodles. Moose, you're right on this. And I would highly recommend you try adding some pickled jalapeno pepper juice to it, to your pickle brine. Mm. We'll let you eat that one, girl. Mm. I didn't add any seasoning, just the pickle juice and the jalapeno pepper juice. No seasonings. I didn't even add salt to this. Mm. Mm. Noodles. I bet you could eat this good. I'm gonna drop the piece down there. I bet you wish you could eat this good, Noodles. Mm. As Noodles would say, you can't eat this way because I'm the best. Mm. 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 I'm starting to sound like Noodles. Boy, the inside of that is hot. As long as you're not having any problems eating them, girl, you can eat it. Don't you try to take my food out of my hands. I'll bite your ear off. Mm. I think what I'll do with the rest of these bones is I'll just set them on the wood stove inside and let them really dry out. Do that too. Cook them where they're really dry, dehydrated. Mm. This is the last one. I'll tell you what, guys. That was so good. So good and delicious. Now this here, guys, it's kind of wet, so it's not working really good right now, but I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's called mullion. It's really soft. And if you're out in the woods and you ain't got no toilet paper and you already done destroyed your shirt sleeves and every part of your clothes that you're willing to give up and you need some butt wipe, mullion, this stuff here works really good. Works really good. And on top of that, mullion, depending on the mullion that you're using, there's two different mullions. One has different color flowers. One is really good for cough drops. Actually, they're both really good for cough drops and stuff. Good for your lungs. But also, if you smoke it, supposedly, it's really good for your lungs. I can't prove that. I wouldn't necessarily trust that one. But if you take it as a medicine, one of it will lower your blood pressure drastically, And the other will raise your blood pressure drastically, so you got to know which one that you're using. So, anyway, that's going to be the wrap for tonight. I got the cover, but, well, I'm going to have to let this go out before I put the cover on. Just remember, folks, if the girls don't find you handsome like me, they can find you handy like me. And if they don't find you handy like me, we'll just pray that they find you. Y'all come back now, you hear? Bye. Now I got to find end on here. Where is end? Hit the X, maybe? Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes. Okay.